We're on a special Roadcast with Louis J. Gomez and Kim Congdon. What? Hollywood's / New York's power couple returning?
This is it.
Power X couple.
Power
Kim.
X couple.
Kim, can we pretend to be a couple on this show?
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
Nice and real, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called her biting her tongue and not saying the real reasons she doesn't want to pretend to be a couple with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So, guys, let's get into it. Why did it end?
We're not doing an interview about our breakup, Jeremiah.
I know.
But that was some good reporting, bro.
know,
On the
it
spot
was.
in the car, we can't even leave.
I know, literally, like, I have you exactly where I want you, and I've been meaning to ask you this question for a long time. Louis, what happened between you and Kim? Tonight's top story.
Yeah. We're not dating. We went to the wedding together as dates.
We did go as a date. That was nice.
It was nice. It was
we do
fun.
fun things together sometimes still. See, this is what you're supposed to break up,
But we
guys.
don't hook up.
No, can you please go over what you were telling me right before on the way to the gas station?
Oh.
No.
It's so funny.
No.
It's so good. All right, then tell Louis, talk about the aftermath of you going to the bathroom.
No. Jesus Christ. Jeremiah.
Right, okay.
That was between me, you, and Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah. We give you our fucking secrets and then you just go and tell them to your fan base.
Obviously, I didn't exploit them because I alluded to what you did and nothing. You have no idea what it is.
We didn't fuck in a bathroom. That's what everyone thinks it is.
No.
We
that's
didn't
not
have
what happened.
sex or kiss.
That's not where my head took it, but okay, cool. Well, we're driving through the beautiful parts of it's literally more dangerous, Kim, for you to like have the mic away from me to lean into
She's
it.
also stoned, so she's just hitting you in the nose with the mic.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
Come on.
I'm freshly stoned. I need to
Okay.
No, you gotta. We're in the middle of a podcast. You can't fucking say you'll be back soon.
Also, nobody's ever said time out on a podcast before. Hey, can you give me a quick 10 and then I'll be tip-toppity shape for the rest of it.
I meant keep going, but like
we'll keep going, but you're just not gonna be involved.
Oh, so you're just gonna go look at the scenery while Louis and I talk? Is that?
Yeah.
I want to live here.
Okay.
Nobody wants to live in the Hudson fucking Valley.
I do.
If you're gonna
It's
just
the most beautiful place I've
Kim,
ever been to.
if you're gonna talk, just like lean into the mic.
At least talk into the microphone.
All right, I got you. I'm gonna really pay attention now.
She's got it. Also, Jeremiah does have slots for 3 microphones. He just doesn't have a 3rd microphone.
I didn't bring a 3rd microphone. I mean, we're literally in upstate New York right now, and I was like, maybe I'll bring my Zoom and a couple mics just in case something magical happens, and it's happening right now.
This is it.
Here on the show. We're passing by barns in upstate New York right now.
Yeah, there's cows everywhere, and it's literally the worst place in the world. I grew up very close to here, not too far at all, probably 45 minutes south of here. And this is Kim, because she's just garbage, and she grew up in Florida and isn't exposed to any sort of culture or beauty. She keeps on just running into what is probably the most depressing place in the world and screaming into the air, I love it. We need to move here.
Bitch, I didn't say you.
Yeah, well.
That's all that she contributes. Bitch, I didn't say you. Back to you, Jeremiah. That's all I want to contribute right now. to
There's
this podcast.
nothing.
I got it.
There's nothing up here.
There's beauty. There's cows. There's leaves.
They're called bison.
There's bison. There's leaves. It's so beautiful. That's the
Yeah.
only 2 things I've seen, but it's been gorgeous. The cows.
Yeah, she really is on these cows.
I hate the city.
Yeah, but this isn't even like the suburbs. This is like rural, nothing to do.
Look, I know. I feel like you could start doing heroin if you live here too long.
Kim, if you moved up here, you would kill yourself. You get bored in the city.
Yeah, that's true. And the service is probably bad, so you can't even play Fortnite,
Oh, dude, that'd be fucking brutal.
right?
Yeah, no, it's terrible. There's no.
Can't call anyone.
When I go home for like the holidays, after 2 days, I get really, really depressed. And I don't know if that's just because I'm home and, but I think when you're in like a rural suburban
Where are we
area.
going to the hospital?
What's going on?
My GPS is freaking out. We're flipping a Yui.
Did you hear that, you guys? We're flipping we're flipping a Yui. We're flipping a Yui. We're heading out. Yeah, so I don't know what to tell you. We went his wedding dates. We didn't match.
No, not even at all. I didn't even match.
He told me what color he was wearing, and I got a dress that was a different color.
Yeah, it wasn't good. None of it was good. You look pretty good, Kim.
Right now?
No, not now. You look like shit right now. Kim's wearing like a dirty shirt and my socks.
Yeah, no makeup.
Yeah, not good. Thank God you moved out of Hollywood. You really are very beautiful in New York, but in California.
What does that mean exactly? That she can be beautiful in New York, but not in California?
Well, because in LA, you know, they have a certain standard.
It's true.
New York, it's like there legitimately is.
New York, there's a diversity of pretty. LA, there's one kind of pretty. There's like one face, and that's like the kind of. And then there's
New York's
just like
kind of like dirty. Like even the hot chicks are like they look like they don't bathe. You know?
Is that what you're saying about me?
I'm saying you fit in.
He can try and insult me as much as he wants, but
yeah. We all know what happened.
Back seat,
we all know what happened
literally.
this morning. We all know what happened this morning before the bathroom incident.
Yeah.
We all know how I really feel.
Exactly. This motherfucker.
She put her butt into my dick in the bed. We slept in the same bed, and she fucking rubs her butt on my dick.
Why can't you control yourself?
She rubs her butt on my dick, and then she's like, no, but we're not going to hook up. It is reverse rape.
Are we back here again?
Yeah, somehow 20 minutes later, we're back where we smoked a blunt. That's psychotic.
We literally made one giant circle next to the highway. For whatever reason, my GPS was like, oh, you can't turn left right next to the highway. You got to make this giant circle. Yeah, we're hopping on the 84 East right now.
Now, how far are we? We're back to being an hour and a half away from home.
Nice. We're still making great time, guys. Ooh, yeah, the guardrail's a little off.
I hope it was a cow.
Bison. So, she put her butt up against your pee-pee.
Well, that's just, and she'll get it nice and, plump.
That's not even true. I was just laying in the bed next to him.
Yeah, she knows what she does.
And he considers that my butt in his ass.
She raped me.
No.
I want to point this out, everyone. Reverse rape is a real thing, and Kim Congdon is a reverse rapist.
Okay. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know how much of this is usable.
I don't know. Kim's dating some guy that she doesn't want to hear this. That's why she didn't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry, Jeremiah.
She's dating some dude that she didn't want to fucking say she was sleeping in a bed with me. It's exactly why she didn't want to mention it. 100%.
So I can't share it. So can we get away from the semi?
My erection? You tried all in the morning. You want to just start over?
No.
This is good. It's good stuff.
Fuck it.
This is great.
Yeah, of course it's great. It's your podcast. You're getting all the juicy deets.
Who says juicy deets? What year is this? If you want all the juicy deets, follow me on Twitter. I'm Congdon.
Yeah. No, me and Kim are legitimately good friends now. We don't hook up. We legitimately, it's kind of funny, like, we're friends. We actually are friends.
Yeah, we're friends. We're like frenemies.
Yeah, we go, it's like week by week. 1 week we really like each other. Then the next week we're blocked on social media.
You know what I describe it to people as? I tell people that you feel more like an ex-husband than an ex-boyfriend.
Why do you say that?
I just feel like, when people were married for like 30 years and then when they divorce, it's just like.
All right, what are you going to do? Are we going to keep on hating each other?
Yeah, it's like, feels like it's already there.
Yeah. And also, yeah, I mean, I did fucking.
I hate this podcast.
I changed your life for the better, so.
You did something.
Who knows if it'll be released or not? I mean, with me driving, I can't do any of the segments that I usually do for my show. So.
Why don't you have Kim drive?
Huh?
Why don't you have Kim drive?
I mean, I don't know. That's a good idea.
I'm high and I don't have a license, but I'll do it.
Yeah, that sounds great. And the rental car's under my name. I think I just need to freaking power through, baby. You know what I might do this as? This might be a bonus episode that I release.
A boner episode? That's what I called it this morning.
Yeah,
a boner episode.
Dude, a semi, dude. Yeah.
Look at Kim's face.
Just to let you guys know, this is not getting a single retweet from me. I just want to let you know that is how bad this podcast is because I won't even, guess what? Not even an Instagram story for me, okay?
Doggy, I'm telling you, whatever guy she's seeing, she's terrified he's going to know that she slept in a bed with me last night.
We didn't do anything. Clarify.
All right, Chris?
Lewis.
If you're out there watching.
Lewis, clarify.
We didn't do anything.
Okay, that didn't sound convincing at all.
But she tried, Chris.
No, I did not.
You should have seen what she was doing to my fucking balls. I was
Who's
like, get off me.
Chris?
Chris, the guy you're seeing.
Oh, okay. You always choose the name Chris.
It's Chris. I know it is.
Well, I feel like guys and girls in comedy have their go-to names for like Becky is a huge one for a lot of white guys that they use on stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do girls have one, Kim? That they're like that if you reference a guy's name in your act, like, do you have one? Do you reference?
I have a joke, and the guy's name I use is Jamal.
I wonder who that is.
Yeah, she
but it
she looks at the world through different colored lenses, as they say.
No, that's not true. I like my guys either very white.
I don't care. I don't care. We don't talk about it.
Very white or very black. Lewis is my first in between.
Very white or very black. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's gross.
Obviously I'm married, but like how white am I on this scale? Like, because if you like super white.
You're too white.
Oh.
Yeah, Jeremiah, you're a fucking walking, talking jar of mayonnaise. You might be the whitest person I've ever met in my entire life.
I'm like, there's like the color swatches at Home Depot, and I'm like on the invisible side.
Yeah, dude. You know when they have like teeth whitening things where like you can pick what color your teeth are?
Yeah.
You're the white where you're like, well, that's just not even believable.
Well, that's not even.
I'm not going to get that.
That doesn't even look like a real person.
Yeah, that's not real teeth.
I would always just feel too aggressive around you. Yeah, you heard the story.
What story? I don't want to hear this story. God damn it. Am I going to not want to hear this story?
No, the from this morning.
Okay, got it. Oh, yeah. Fucking butt play.
No, there was no butt play, Chris.
Chris, listen to me. Your girl, you need to fucking reel her in because what she does with her butt, it's not cool.
We got to start this podcast over.
No, this is good. All right, if we're going to really get into it, we naked jiu-jitsu'd.
No, we did not.
Yes, we did. Now you really have to start it over. We did naked jiu-jitsu this morning, Chris.
We can't do this podcast.
You're seeing a guy seriously enough that you can't fucking talk about sleeping in a bed with me? Really? Is that serious? This is what I'm saying. She gets mad at me.
Can I just
jealous.
say, I feel like literally I'm at a divorce hearing, and I'm just a friend who's the witness, who's just like, yeah, I mean, this is how it went down. This is I'm just standing there like, yeah, I mean, you know, it got heated on both sides. I mean, here's the evidence and the tape right here. We were leaving a wedding, and that's when things really fell apart.
Doggy, yeah, that's crazy. You're seeing a guy that would have a problem with you sleeping in a bed with me. At least I keep my women in check. I let them know, like, hey, I can do whatever I want to do. I'm not committed to you. I'm not.
Listen, I'm a scumbag. If you sign up for this, you're signing up for human waste, okay? I only get cleaned up once a week, just like human waste.
This is a good podcast. You got to release it. You got to release it.
Here's the thing. We have to release it because it is a good podcast.
It's a good podcast, Kim.
Damn it. Okay.
So what was the naked jiu-jitsu?
Chris.
Like? There was no naked jiu-jitsu. He's lying.
All right, what was the naked karate match?
There was no naked jiu-jitsu.
There was no naked anything.
But she
couldn't even begin.
But you did say that your engine got revved enough where you had to go alone to the bathroom.
I got turned on to the point where I had to go and quietly, secretly jerk off into a toilet bowl this morning to relieve myself like a dog.
Now, here's my question. Here's my question, Lewis. Did you do it where you ejaculated straight into the toilet, or did
I jerk off while I'm standing, and then I crouch down almost in a squat-like position, and I have my dick point into the toilet. So it's like a jerk downward position.
You raw dog the bowl.
I raw dogged the ball for sure.
That's all I want to know. Because
Didn't you notice when I came back, I just didn't even care about you anymore? When I went to the bathroom, I just stopped giving a fuck that you were
I
even
was
in the bathroom.
finally at peace.
do you know how many things could be solved in the world by just having a guy go jerk off and then come
Yeah.
back to the situation to
Yeah.
reassess
Like,
what's
you know
actually
what?
going on?
I was wrong.
Yeah, you know what? I apologize.
You know what? There is an issue in Israel. I jerked one out, but that's fine.
I had no idea.
But it's good. We don't hook up, but most men in that situation will have to go rub one out. They're just not going to be real enough to admit that they did it.
That's true. That's true.
This is not crazy. Most guys listening right now are like, yeah, I've been there before. I
Yeah.
go rub one out because I was getting all fucking horned up because this fucking idiot was putting her fat butt into my dick in bed.
I was not putting my butt into your dick.
Yeah, we know what you were doing. Who snuggles with a man that they don't want to fuck?
I didn't
It's crazy.
snuggle you.
What do you call it then, Kim? What was it?
We were
What was-
laying in bed next to each other.
Where was your butt?
In the bed.
Where was my dick?
Trying to get against my butt, and I kept scooting over.
Okay, now she's lying. Now, see, I can't be the only asshole here, Kim. If you want to leave out details, you fucking me. No, she's like, snuggle me. Yeah,
No.
snuggle me.
No,
She
no,
put
no.
her fucking big fat butt
No.
into my dick.
No.
And then my dick started fucking jumping around. It was a fucking sausage and a big, huge fucking Puerto Rican
It was not-
bun.
It was a Puerto Rican jumping bean.
It was
Just going
fucking
around,
crazy.
dude. Yeah, I get it.
No, and it was not like that.
She's a liar, everyone.
Swear!
You swear on
You're
what?
a troll, Lewis.
Swear on your from Married with Children. I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll.
Now, how many times when you dated Lewis over the course of those years did you say, "You're a troll, Lewis. That's all you are. You're a troll."
No, that was if I would have said that, that would have been one of the nicest things.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Run, fat nigga, run.
Okay, we're gonna stop this podcast. I literally call him that nickname still.
She calls me fat nigga.
We won't talk about it though.
No, we won't.
Don't bring it up.
Oh, shit. Me and Kim have had some wild times.
They're embarrassing. We can't talk about it.
If that's your nickname for each other, that's the entry point. Yeah, I could assume that you guys have had some wild times together.
You said your other girlfriend was worse.
No, you were nothing. Kim's legitimately a good person. The reason me and Kim are so friends is because she's like in my son's life. She's a great chick. You know, sometimes people don't work out. The reality is it just
We
doesn't.
think we're siblings.
We actually might be siblings.
We're like convinced.
Yeah, we're the same person. We react to the same way to things. We're like fucking.
He also jacks off to his sister.
I did jack off this morning to my sister after she rubbed her fat buns into my dick.
Oh, okay. That was alarming for a second there. I was like, what? Your sister? Oh, Kim. Wow, this joke went quick. Got the A to the C real quick. We roomed together in a cabin. Lewis and I did with Josh Adam Myers, Steve Byrne and his wife, and Joe DeRosa. And it was literally the most unlikely combination of people in closed quarters.
Yeah.
Like, especially with a married couple with Lewis in the room. It was just so funny. My favorite moment though was when you and DeRosa came out of the shower and you guys were you're like, Jeremiah, who has the better body? And I'm like, what are we even comparing here?
I have a better body than Joe
both
DeRosa.
have disgusting bodies.
Yes, that may be true. But Joe DeRosa he has no muscle on his body at all. So I am fatter than Joe DeRosa, but Joe DeRosa is still really fat and he has no muscle. So he's got these skinny arms and he's got tits that fucking droop and a big gut. It's a fucking nightmare. There's no shape to it. There's no muscles that's holding anything together. At the very least, I got a chest, I got pecs, I got fucking biceps, tries. Still see some ab definition in there. It's under there. You'll still see it.
So Lewis,
I look like I used to be in shape. And I think a woman would rather a guy fucking her that at least has some little bit of muscle.
So you're saying that a woman would rather date somebody who's fallen off than somebody who's genetically predisposed to
never been on.
to never have done that.
Yeah, because also, like, I will get back there. Joe's arms stink. Joe's arms are like a little girl's arms, literally.
Well,
And it's
it
got
was funny.
breasts.
It was funny. So Joe showed me his body first in a towel, and then Lewis came out in his boxers, and Lewis hiked up his boxers around his waistline, so I couldn't see his love handles.
I spanked myself.
He spanked himself, and I was like, bro, I was like, those boxers are riding a little bit high for me to tell the definition of what's going on with your stomach area. You know
I
exactly
spanked
what he's
myself.
doing.
You're playing it off like it's not fucking embarrassing that you did that.
That was great.
That is fucking awful.
I looked better than Joe. And even when I hiked them down and let my loveys out,
You forced him to hike him down.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you have to show me what it actually looks like.
Yeah, I hiked him down.
Oh,
Yeah, it falls apart a little bit. But I still look better than Joe.
If there was a sound effect, it would have been
Ba-boing.
bye-bye.
Yeah, I stand by it.
Am I the worst mic holder you've ever had on a podcast?
Well, I usually do the mic holding because I'm usually in the passenger seat. You're doing all right.
It's not easy.
It's not super easy. Yeah, you have to go back and forth and get it right up in the grill.
And I just feel like I'm looking at your lips so closely. Like,
And I just watched you literally do this. He was like, and I was like, pointed at the ceiling while you were speaking. It was just crazy. You're speaking. Speak in the microphone.
it's like three things at once.
Yeah, well, it didn't help that like the first thing Lewis says before we get in the car is like, doggy, we gotta make a stop. we gotta make a stop, dog. Gas station, we gotta get some.
I had to get a blunt wrap.
We gotta get some blown wraps. We gotta smoke.
You know, I have
before
my
we get on the road.
babysitter until 3 today, right?
Okay.
What time is it now? Is it 1:38?
Yeah.
What time will we be
Kim's
home?
like, don't look down. It's 1:38.
Damn it.
What?
Yeah, I told my babysitter I'd be home around 3. Damn it.
Lewis has no, let me just tell you this. Lewis has no concept of like how time works at all.
Time doesn't exist.
Like yesterday when I called him, I was telling him what time I was going to show up to the wedding. And I was like, oh, I'm running a little late. I'll probably get there about 30 minutes before the wedding. And Lewis goes, where are you? And I told him where I was. He was like, no, you'll be here like an hour and a half early. And I showed up 27 minutes before the wedding. And I was like, what? Where did he get an extra hour and a half? Like, where'd you get the extra hour in your head? He never gives himself enough time.
It's one of the 48 laws of power.
Leave your son with the babysitter too long?
Yeah. Be a deadbeat dad. Law number 46.
I've seen. So I saw you post on Instagram a video of you drumming and your son. What instrument was your son playing?
He's in a couple. He's doing piano though. He plays piano. He takes lessons.
Oh,
He takes
that's
drum
awesome.
lessons too.
How have you been playing drums? You're actually a pretty good drummer.
No,
dude.
I'm okay.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can play a beat. I can play a song. I can play like if I'm with a band that's good, I can sound pretty good.
There's still some people who say that you beat Joel Jimenez.
I did beat Joel Jimenez. Now
at
here's the thing.
Skankfest.
Joel, it wasn't a Skankfest. It was at the Comedy Store.
Oh, the Comedy Store.
And Joel is a better drummer than me substantially, but he was off. He
That
had
night,
a really
maybe he got shook.
Dude,
Maybe he got shook.
He was off, and I
He
just
got bit by
fucking
the
bit by
Puerto
the
Rican
thing.
rattlesnake, man.
And I just hit my fucking
Video?
yeah. I think so.
Yeah. There's only like handfuls of people who will bring it up to Joel who'll be like, you know, kind of lost to Lewis that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it hurts him inside a little bit.
Oh, it definitely does. He wants a rematch at Skankfest.
Oh, you want a rematch for a slap boxing match?
I mean, well,
that we
that's
did on this
happening.
show. That's happening Monday night, baby boy.
Yeah, baby
I
boy.
get this slapped up, and now I'm gonna really try because I was just fucking around. I didn't realize Jeremiah actually had some hands.
He does improv. He moves quickly.
He's got better, better awareness of his body, better awareness how to move out of the way of shots. Like you see, you've never been into a fight ever.
Yeah.
You ever
I
take any
seriously
boxing?
think it's improv.
Never taken
swear
any
to
kind
God.
of fighting or class or anything. You think it's improv just knowing my body?
Can you start talking to the microphone?
Yes.
Can you know your body?
Do you know your body, Kim?
I know her body.
Yes.
Your body is a wonderland.
No.
No,
Yeah,
you were surprisingly better at slap boxing than I thought you were going to be.
Well,
so,
also slap boxing is different than like you know what I mean.
It's still moving your hands and moving your head out of the way and not being head blocking.
Because, it's different, but if you can slap box really well, you can learn how to fight really well if you get strong enough because you have the basic
I mean, it's the mechanics of boxing. I mean, the difference is there's no stakes. So it's almost like, all right,
but also there's no body shots though. You know what I mean?
I hit you in the body a bunch. That's why I won.
Can we?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
There's body shots. You set up headshots.
I thought you could just do for the face.
Nope. You can body shots for sure.
Oh.
For sure.
Ooh,
we're doing 3 1-minute rounds. Kim, you'll get this. Ready? When there's in Fortnite, right? When you play,
it's embarrassing that I'll get this.
No, you'll get this. But when you play Team Rumble, and you don't have to go back out to the lobby and take forever to restart the game, you're just more fucking ballsy. There's no stakes there. But when you're playing regular Fortnite, it takes another 7 minutes to restart a game after you get killed. You're just going to be.
You don't want to die. You don't want to die. It's a little more nerve-wracking. When you die in a game,
when the stakes are real and there's a dude that's going to punch you in the fucking face, you may crumble. You know what I'm saying? But having those mechanics, I was actually impressed. It's not that I'm a good fighter. I'm not a good fighter, but I've taken enough classes and trained enough in my life that for you having absolutely no experience, I was impressed. But I'm now going to work you. I'm going to really fucking light you up on Monday just because I was taken a little by surprise when we did it.
Okay, cool. Sounds good, man. Sounds
real
good,
confident
dude.
He is right now.
I love it, dude. Let's freaking go.
It's scary.
Yeah, man.
He's just going to drive us into a ditch right
now. Yeah, well, here's my only thing with how, like, you got me towards the end, but people keep mentioning your 360 slap, but they didn't realize
that we hit each other at the same time.
The slap that made the big pop was me hitting you when you went into it.
He smacked me so hard at that moment. But
that's the power of TV.
Yeah,
it looks
like
the spinning backslap was fucking dope.
It looks amazing.
It looks incredible.
It was worth it.
But he hit me harder in that moment. But people don't realize. But that's the thing. Like, that was just a sparring match for me. Now the real main event is coming up Monday night. Well, I'm taking it very seriously.
Here's the thing, man. I know you're taking it seriously. I'm a performer at heart, Lewis. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up in front of a live audience. We didn't have an audience the last time we did it.
You know how we're doing it? We're not doing it on stage. We're doing it outside at the end of the show, and we're gonna have the people create a ring of death around us, the entire crowd.
I'm so excited for this.
When is this?
On
tomorrow
Monday.
night.
Yeah, tomorrow night. So what is it gonna be, like rap battle style, where people will have up like lights and stuff? So
yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe it's gonna be dope.
Well, how are you doing our show?
This is Legion of Skanks after.
Yeah, it's after.
Oh,
good job.
Nice.
So yeah, you
Kim,
guys
always thinking about herself, trying to figure that part out, and then get to how Lewis and I are fighting each other.
Maybe.
You guys are fighting each other?
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to live here. Have you seen the scenery here?
This is terrible. This place. Jeremiah, if you could move anywhere in the world, where would you move? One place. You choose to live anywhere you want to live. Kim's butt, right?
All right, dude. That's big enough for a lot of people to move there, dude. Well, okay. Am I still in the same career? Or is it just like an anywhere kind of thing?
Is that what you call this?
Huh. Interesting.
Weird. Okay.
Huh. Okay. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, sure. You're in the same career, Jeremiah. Yeah. You're doing characters and stuff. Yeah. You're doing your stand-up. Yeah. Same career. Yeah. I'm gonna get around this guy. I mean, I actually love living in LA. I would like to be in a different part of LA where I could actually have like a house and everything. But the dream is to be bicoastal. Honestly, I'd love to have a house in New York and a house in LA. That'd be ideal.
Yeah.
If we're still like stand-ups and everything, if it's a different career trajectory, then that changes everything.
Different career trajectory, because you're right. We are sort of stuck in New York and LA.
What if you're just a working man, 9 to 5? You like your job, but it could go anywhere.
No, he's a saxophonist still, but you're playing in like, fucking
moderate jazz clubs and stuff.
No, not anywhere near that cool. You're like teaching. You're
a third grade band school teacher.
Dude, yes.
And you have to live in a state inside the U.S.
It could be anywhere in the world. How about this? Anywhere in the world, but you got to consider the fact you got to teach saxophone to kids. Some countries, like you can't, nobody's trying to learn saxophone in Syria.
Maybe I loved going to Australia. I liked the people there. I liked just the vibe there.
You just teach didgeridoo?
What is didgeridoo?
You don't know what that is, Kim?
You know
You've
that
never
sound?
seen one of those?
It's an Australian instrument that sounds like this. You've heard the didgeridoo. You've tripped on mushrooms. You hear it every time you do it.
No, I've heard that sound, but I didn't know that it was from a didgeridoo.
Yeah, it's a big, long, like a piece of wood that's carved out in a way that.
If I was a saxophone teacher who was teaching at a grade school, I'd live in Portland. I'd be a Portland hipster, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a lesbian.
Yeah, dude.
Just fucking.
Yeah, dude. Still getting that puss. You know
Hell
what I'm saying?
You would be an ugly woman, Jeremiah. Holy
Dude,
shit.
look who's freaking talking, dude.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? You
No,
think I'd
I'm
be an
not.
ugly woman?
Dude, you'd be a hideous woman,
okay,
Lewis.
you're an idiot.
Well,
You're a stupid
well,
idiot.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad I get a slap by
First
you.
of all, where's my phone? I have dressed up like a woman before, and I looked gorgeous.
Okay, show me.
I looked fucking gorgeous.
Show
I'm
me,
trying to
dude.
find it right now. Where's my
Okay,
phone, dude? Did I
Kim,
leave my phone?
You chime in on this. Do you think that Lewis
A prettier woman.
would be a
Look at my lips and nose. Kim, shut the fuck up. I'm a prettier woman than you are.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm gonna have to highly disagree with that one.
I'm telling you right now, look at my lips and nose. I have really nice lips,
Mike, Liz.
and my nose is fucking
Mike.
sweet. Literally, the two things about you that stink most are your lips and nose, Jeremiah.
Hey, what's wrong with my lips, dog?
They're thin, fucking.
No, dude.
Doggy.
Dude, I got plumpies, dog.
Jeremiah,
Come on. What you talking, man?
Jeremiah,
He do got plumpies. Leave him
Look,
alone.
I got the. Hi, how you doing?
Jeremiah's got fucking just
his
that.
face when he did the kissy thing, his face looked like a Barbie's pussy, where it's just flat skin.
Dude, look at his fucking lips. They're just fucking non-existent, little thin.
Dude, okay, I will give it to
thin
you.
line of an
Lewis,
upper
I
lip.
will give it to you that my nose on a woman would be hideous. I will give you that. I have a strong nose.
Maybe as her elbow would work.
He's got my nose a woman's elbow. This is so stupid.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're an attractive guy because you're very talented and you're good looking. You know, it's not like you're not a good looking guy, but it works for being a guy.
Yeah.
If you were you do not play it up. If we Mrs. Doubtfired you, it would be a fucking hard sell. But
Like,
holy shit,
that's a freaking man. Like
That would have been where the movie ended.
yeah, like it just starts like, dude, look like a credits like immediately. I couldn't pull off that role at
It
all.
would have never worked for you.
Yeah.
You would have never gotten away with it.
Oh, don't you know, dear? It's like, that's a guy. Mom, that's Dad.
Mom, why is there an elbow on that woman's face? Yeah, no.
Do you think though, Lewis, that you could dress up like a woman
I think
and
that
fool
I could
people?
shave down.
You think, hey, doggy,
Yes.
I'm gonna suck your dick right now.
Yeah. If
Do
I
your best woman voice.
My voice
I wanna
isn't
hear,
gonna do it.
I want to hear your best woman
and then
voice.
you do your best woman
okay,
voice.
I will. Yeah.
You go first.
No.
You go. No, it'll be better if you go.
Okay.
Yours is going to be substantially better.
That's not true. You have no faith.
Hey, how are you? Hey, this is my like very feminine voice.
You also have
sure.
laryngitis.
Dude, you're speaking.
Project a little
you're
bit.
speaking. I'm a soft-spoken.
Fucking whispery bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, listen, Lewis. I'm a woman. Okay, and this is my most feminine, probably sounding voice that there is.
It's all
It's
right.
not bad.
It's not
It's
bad.
not bad.
It's not bad.
You ain't passive for a woman with that
it's
voice.
not bad. Seriously, it's
None
not
of
bad.
it.
Not at all.
You're tall as shit.
Gangly.
You fucking gangly ass broad. Like,
Dude, can you imagine me in high heels, bro?
oh my God. All right, let's try to do a woman's voice. Hello. Hi. I'm a dainty little woman. How are you today?
You sound terrifying.
What are you talking
You
about?
sound like a horror note. Like a horror note come to life.
Hi, I've spilled my blood in the bathtub. I'm oh so sorry. I left a tip for the maid.
Hello, I'm a woman. How are you? It hurts so much to try to speak in a
You
falsetto.
sound like one of the voices that Robin Williams tried out before he settled on the Mrs. Doubtfire voice.
Hello.
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 Hi, I'm a lady.
I'm Mrs. Doubtfire. I also pronounced the B in Doubtfire.
Doubtfire.
Nobody says doubt.
I'm Mrs. Doubtfire.
Would you like some salmon?
You seem to be in quite a bit of credit card debt. This is where I grew up, right here, basically. This is literally where we're going. We're about to enter the Rockland County area. It's not beautiful.
It is gorgeous. That's not beautiful, Jeremiah?
It's very nice.
It's
here.
like a Bob Ross painting.
Yeah, exactly.
But Bob Ross, he painted
little trees,
shitty fucking landscapes. Like nobody wants to go to where Bob Ross was painting. You know what I'm saying? That was like
it's not true.
Cold woods. It sucks.
Cold woods.
Yeah, paint a fucking Hawaiian island, Bob Ross.
It's true. It always was cold.
Yeah, it's a fucking cold. What is this wrong with this guy's imagination, dude? You paint anything in the world, he's always painting like this shit.
Yeah, that's what they say about Bob Ross. What a fucking negative idiot. Coming from Lewis, the king of positivity.
Fuck yeah. I give a shit. Fuck Bob Ross.
Hey, I gotta ask you, Lewis, because I do this segment on the show, and I think it'd be very interesting for our listeners to know this. I do something called the Kindness Challenge every week on my show, where I challenge listeners to do something nice for somebody out of the kindness of their heart.
By the way, I'm not lying about this. This was a theme on my show at one time. It wasn't a segment that we did, but in my act, I talk about a random act of kindness because I really did this at one point.
He's making it about himself. Hold on.
It's true. No. But it fits right up my alley.
Really?
So 100%. I have a joke on my special about performing an act of kindness for a guy. Specifically, after it was the whole theme in my life for a little while. I was trying to use positive energy to change the world. If we all just did a little something every day, Jeremiah.
Well, okay, you're taking the words right out of my mouth. So what's something recently that you would, constitute as an act of kindness that you've done recently?
I jerked off into the toilet this morning.
Instead of raping me.
Hold on. Raping her back. Because remember, I was raped this morning via butt.
I didn't touch him.
She also talks with her butt like a rapist. She's like, hey, come get me. Come put it in me right here. Like, Kim, stop doing that. She's like, what? I'm not doing anything.
No.
She did it, Chris. If you're watching, Chris, and I know you are.
So that's what you consider your random act of kindness?
No, my random act of kindness. What's a random act of kindness?
So, something.
This is a fucked up segment. And I thought you were going to challenge us to be kind. Instead, you put us on the spot.
And say something that you've done kind recently.
What if you can't think of anything? What? Then you just look like a dick.
No, it can be something. It can be literally for somebody that you know, or it can be a stranger or anything. It can be within the last few months or whatever comes to mind.
Give me 10 minutes.
All right.
A random act of kindness that I've done recently.
You bought me a bottle of water.
I did.
You bought me a bottle of water. See, that constitutes as a kind of show.
Literally in my head, I bought that bottle of water and I'm like, dude, he thinks this is a random act of kindness, but he's fucking driving me home for free. I am making out like a bandit here.
Oh, yeah.
I literally did the math in my head. I was like, I'm currently robbing Jeremiah of hundreds of dollars.
$80. Easily. How much was your Uber up to the wedding?
No, I took a train.
A train. How much is a train?
$23.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
$23 bottle of water.
But no, this is personal chauffeur service.
I let you guys stop and smoke a blunt on the way.
It's true. The train wouldn't have done that.
No. But the J train does.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah, dog.
Hey.
Hey, yeah.
Hey. Random act of kindness.
Yeah.
Cam, you haven't done anything just randomly for a person?
I have, but I can't remember.
Sometimes I'll pick up garbage. Kim, you do that too?
Her name is Kim Congdon.
Oh, you motherfuckers. I could have just taken the mic away from you.
Well, you do have the power here, I guess, Kim.
But it's like
I pick up garbage often.
I have a kid, so I try to be a good example for him, pretty often. So little things like, helping somebody across the street or carrying, a stroller up the stairs for a woman. in my mind, that's not even an act of kindness. That is what you're fucking supposed to do as a man. It's just not. Like I would feel like a shithead if there was a woman going up the stairs with a stroller and I walked past her.
You know how
And
many
I see
times
that
I've
happen
seen
all
Lewis
the-
on his cell phone walk past a woman going up the stairs with a stroller? I swear to God, I'm not even kidding you. I mean, so many times.
But if I noticed, do you think I would ignore her? If I noticed, no, never in a million years.
So perfect.
Yeah, I've carried like, you know, old people's fucking bags up. Subway stairs is an easy one because you're always fucking caught right there. And they make eye contact with you and you're like, oh, all right, I got to carry this fucking.
But if you have that mentality of like, that's what you should be doing as a person, that's kind of the whole point of the thing is like, if everybody does it where it's an innate thing, then it's just like, that's where you want to get to.
I was raised in a very shitty way, but I was also just sort of raised
with good enough values, it sounds like.
To just give up your seat for a woman or hold the door open for somebody. Like I was just sort of like raised with those stupid, dumb things. And I think maybe I think that's still taught today. Like, you know, chivalry. I was taught chivalry, and maybe it's like it's weirdly looked at as like sexist now, but it's like feminists
I can
will
hold
look at
my own door. It's
yeah, shit like that. Whereas, I was just taught like a man's supposed to pay for the date. You know, if you take a girl out to dinner, you're supposed to just pay. So a lot of people will look at that as being sexist, but it's just sort of I help an old lady across the street because it's an old lady.
I never understood why like it's considered sexist the chivalry thing. I mean, I guess if it's overly done, but like I've never like seen a woman be like, excuse me, out of my way, I'll hold the door for you.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Kim? Like, what are your thoughts on chivalry and the current day and age?
I think I hate it.
Really?
Yeah, because now the guys aren't opening the doors for me. I like it.
Oh, you like chivalry.
You like
hate
chivalry.
The fact that,
yeah.
Yeah, I hate that it's going away. I like it. It feels nice. And it's also like, I don't know, it just feels like that's what they're supposed to do. It's like mating.
All right.
Yeah, I think there's a natural part of it where
That's a guy like showing his feathers and a nice car.
Well, you added in the nice card thing. Okay, when Lewis came to LA, I gave him a ride to the Comedy Store, and he's like, thought you'd have a nicer car than this.
Oh,
it's a bad car.
And I'm like, Lewis, you don't have a car, dude.
If I had one, it would be better than that one.
he's a shithead.
That's what he said to me.
But it's true. Jeremiah, look, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just saying in LA, especially in the fucking crew that you're all with, these fucking LA dickheads, everyone's got a nice car. Everyone's rolling up in their fucking...
Yeah, but I own that car.
Are these guys all fucking making payments on their cars?
They're making freaking lease payments and stuff. Absolutely. Dude, I bet you'd be surprised how many people are making freaking lease payments.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, it's almost like...
Name them.
Name names.
I'm not naming names. I don't know who's actually leasing and who's actually not.
Yes, you do.
Nope.
You know who got a lease.
Nope.
I'm just saying, like...
Name the car at least.
Everyone has a car in LA. Everyone's got to fucking drive around. So it's a weird thing when all of your friends have nice cars and you're driving a hunk of shit.
Who cares?
I have a hybrid Honda. How is that a bad
car? It's a hunk of shit.
Listen, Porsche or bus, doggy.
Doggy, it was fucking, it's fine. It was also, we were just, like Tony got into his car and revved his engine. And
I mean, dude, literally right in front of me. Yeah, and is a Corvette. So.
Yeah, and then, then I just got in your car and fucking... The fucking window doesn't roll down. I had to fucking get in through the back seat.
Dude, I still have the bus lines, like the string, like that you pull for when you need to stop. I'm like, the Comedy Store's right up here. You're like, ding ding.
It's got a fucking cassette player in it. It's a fucking nightmare, dude.
You have one of those roofs that are coming down the fabrics.
The fabrics
he keeps dipping and like hitting Lewis in the head. He's like, dude, I think you have spiders. No, that's just your roof. Okay, cool.
I only had shitty cars growing up. Like I was so poor. I never made any money until later on in life. But it's like, I literally, the cars we're describing right now is actually what I drove around.
I know my family's poor because every time they pick me up from the airport, they have a different car.
A new shitty car?
Every single fucking time.
It's never new. It's just a new shitty car.
A new used car. Every single fucking time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I remember in high school when I was graduating high school, I asked my dad because the car that I had my senior year didn't have AC. I was like, hey, can I get a ride to graduation? I don't want to be all sweaty. Like, and he's like, yeah, I'll take it. And I was like, yes, this is awesome.
I mean, every car, at one point I had a car, it was a Chevy Caprice, I believe. Huge, fucking crazy, big, heavy metal gray. Every car I ever owned was gray as well. For some reason, it was just all gray cars. They don't make gray cars anymore. But for some reason, from 1987 to 92, they were just fucking making exclusively gray cars for Puerto Ricans. And I had this big gray Caprice, and I had it, and I never got any work on it, never had insurance, never had anything, never even registered these cars. I would just drive around illegally. And I drove this thing to the point where the brakes just stopped working. Stop working. I would have, like, you'd have to slam down on the brakes as hard as you can for maybe, I would say, a good eighth of a mile.
Was it that weird spongy kind of feeling where it kept going to the floor of the car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the brakes were gone.
Yeah.
But you could stop, but it would just take a really, really long time to stop. So I timed it to where there was the amount of times that I had to literally veer off to the right because I was going to go through a red light or smash into a car and just fucking drive onto a lawn because it was fucking nuts. It was nuts. That car we literally just brought to a lake and beat it up with hammers and baseball bats and left it.
Really?
Yeah. We treated it like it was like a fucking, like that homeless guy that they killed in that Russian video, that crazy snuff film. That's what we did to that car.
What was it like to I've always wanted to
beat up a car?
Yeah, like in Street Fighter,
awesome.
like that. Yeah,
that's why we did it. We were like,
was
dude, this car's done. We can't drive it anymore. The brakes don't work. And me and my friends were like, well, we could go junk it and take it to the junkyard, or we could just destroy it and just fucking see how. It's way more difficult to bash in a windshield than you think.
Oh, it takes a lot.
Dude, bashing in a windshield with a baseball bat, your hands vibrate, like, it hurts like hell. It's really difficult.
Yeah. Well, they do it on purpose. Yeah. Just so you don't fly through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a serious car accident before?
Ugh.
You?
No, it's my worst fear, and we're doing a podcast on the highway.
What's the worst thing that could happen? What a great. We have video of it. We have video of us dying.
It's like we're tempting fate.
Maybe I shouldn't ask the question. Well,
it's too late. Now we've reversed tempted fate. Now it's like, oh, you made it corny if it happens because we said it, you know?
Yeah, I've been to a few car accidents. I mean, I've just personally crashed a few cars.
When we first started dating, we drove off the highway twice into a snowbank. Well, because you kept putting on, you let Carrington drive. He's a terrible driver, one. There was a blizzard, two. We shouldn't have been driving at all. And Lewis was blaring heavy metal music and smoking a blunt. So the inside of the car got foggy and there was snow outside. You couldn't see inside or outside. It was awesome. He almost killed us.
It was awesome.
Twice.
We looked so cool.
I had to scream for them to turn off the music, and then no one talked for like an hour because I screamed at them and was crying.
Yeah, she cried. Because we were driving in snow. And when she says veered off the road to a snowbank, it was a crazy snowstorm. This is why and the car slid a little bit off the road, literally just slid as we're driving very slow and just veered off a little bit into a snowbank. Exactly what she said.
Going at least 35 with a semi behind us, slid off into
She was going at least 35 with a semi behind her this morning. Am I right, everyone?
Hey.
Hey.
It's not bad, you guys.
That's decent.
That's all right. We're going to start the new Destiny's Child. Lewis and I are clearly women in it, and we're trying to fool everybody.
You guys never let me do my man voice.
Oh, we thought you were doing it the whole time.
Oh, should I do my woman voice? Hello.
Yeah, be a woman.
Hi, Lewis. It's me. We're just starting to date, and I sound so young.
That's how she's talked to me on the phone. It was crazy. She was so fake. It was crazy. She talked to me on the phone like I was like, what a sexy little girl. Then she fucking moved here.
Sexy little girl. So gross.
Hi, I'm Kim.
Hey, we're out of pickles in the fridge. Can we go to the store? Can you go to the store instead?
Can you pick me up some Gas X?
Yeah. I have a lot of cramps.
I'm really, really gassy this morning. She shit 3 times last night, everyone.
I did fart yesterday.
And she farted this morning in bed.
Oh, yeah, this
This
morning.
is what she does.
That's because I don't like him.
She's like, I gotta fart. I was like, if you fart, I was like, we will never speak again. I literally won't ever talk to you again. I mean this. We're not friends. I don't fuck around with that shit. Don't give me your fucking farts, women, all right? So then she thought she was gonna be slick. She turned her butt away from me. I watched her do it. She turned her butt away from me, and then you just heard. Just.
It was one of those silent
Like she was trying to let a little bit of air out of a tire.
Did you spread your butt cheeks?
No.
Yeah, she did one hand, just one little cup to let it out.
I farted in front of him so many times. No,
your butt cheeks.
It just happened to be one of those. I swear to God.
The only way you silently fart is by spreading the butt cheeks.
That's not true. That's not true. And I was sitting on my side already when it was happening.
She did. She lifted one little butt cheek with a hand, a little fucking scooper.
A little scoop-de-doo.
Not scoop. But yeah, I just wanted to prove a point. That we're platonic friends.
You hear that, Chris? Platonic friends.
And then you tried to fist bump Lewis and go, nice one, bro.
Yeah, doggy.
Oh, so what's your male voice, Kim?
Right.
Yo.
How's that?
That was terrible. Just yo.
I mean, if I have to, if it's black.
Lewis is gonna get so pissed.
So I was just chilling and I went to the stove.
The stove.
So far, this is a black guy with a speech impediment. The stove.
So I went to the stove.
Okay, keep going.
And got some Newports on credit.
I actually think that's sexy behind me. It's turning me on.
Yeah, so we're just driving on the highway right now, and like, Jeremiah's driving, and
All right,
sounds like a boy.
Do Chinese now.
No, this is not good.
Look, why is everyone afraid to do Chinese now because of the Shane thing? Everyone's like, no, dude, too far. Whoa.
Because we never knew the Chinese were so dangerous. They fucking came out of nowhere with their being offended.
It's so stupid because you can do a British accent, but you can't do a Chinese accent. It's the dumbest.
I'd like to do it. Oh, my teeth are bad.
Ew, I've got shitty teeth.
Oh, the dental care is awful in my country. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll spit on the Brits.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What if right now I was like, guys, I'm so triggered by that as a white male. This is disgusting behavior from the two of you. Actually, Tony Hinchcliffe has been double downing on the Asian accent.
Stuff, I know, it's great.
He's been doing the voice more than ever.
But we all
recently.
have to do that. Everyone has. This is the thing. It's fucking. They can't kill everybody. And at one point, all of the funny people will just be doing fucking ballsy shit. Comedy is supposed to be dangerous. It's supposed to make people a little bit offended. It's supposed to make people a little bit uncomfortable. That is what we all grew up on. That is what it was. Your grandma wasn't supposed to like comedy. Your mom was supposed to be like, what are you listening to? This is like, these comedy records are dangerous. And that sense has been lost now. Everyone's supposed to be good and helping the world. And like, fuck that. That's the gayest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Everyone needs to be doing Asian accents. Go harder. Go ahead, Jeremiah, do it.
Hey, Kim, will you take the mic for a second?
Oh, hello. This is a Jeremiah. Oh, hello. This is for the audio listeners. Jeremiah, this is a Jeremiah walking doing an Asian impression. Oh, raw.
Doggy, that's actually really good.
Oh, thank you, Ruiz.
So dumb.
Thank you, Ruiz. Damn, Jeremiah, that's pretty.
Do the one where it's a black girl.
Oh, yo, I'm on welfare, yo. I'm on welfare. I got 9 kids, yo. Jeremiah,
you're getting really talented at this.
Remember at the beginning of the podcast, Kim, where you said that you felt trapped? You completely turned it around on me. I'm driving. I can't adjust the recording levels or anything. Here we go.
Yeah, give me another one to do. I like these characters. This is great.
You're doing okay. By the way, these
My legs suck.
Okay,
Holy shit! I gotta wheel around for the rest of my life. Pretty cool that I can get into Six Flags in the front of the line.
Stereotypes. This is not a character.
This is a character. Yes, it is.
No. That's discrediting to what I do whenever you say
Jeremiah. You don't. First of all, this kid. This is what the character does. He also describes stereotypes about himself. This is what the character. It's a very deep character.
So it's like the guy who does the impressions is like, I'm Christopher Walken, who says the name of the impression.
What I'm saying is that my character that I've chosen to be also describes his racial stereotypes.
Oh, okay.
That's just one of the character traits.
I guess we're getting somewhere then.
What are you eating?
Sunflower seeds.
Sometimes I look at Cam in her mouth. Whatever she's eating, it's just leaking out of the side of her mouth. It's a fucking nightmare. What was that? Why are you eating sunflower seeds on a podcast? It's an audio.
I'm hungry.
Close the window. It's freezing, and also it's making wind sounds.
I had to spit out my seeds. Okay, don't do it.
What? You're waiting for a spit out seed joke?
Mm-hmm.
Usually she swallows those seeds. Boom. Also not true. Kim runs to the bathroom with it in her mouth, looking like she's in pain, and spits it into the sink.
Yeah, with yours.
Wow.
Also
Things are getting tense on the Newlyweds podcast on the way back from upstate New York.
That is.
Call me out. I'll call you back out.
That's a good idea for a podcast. They talk about the breakup and just see how fucking volatile it can get.
That's fun. We should do that podcast.
We broke up. It's called.
I got sunflower seed on the side of the car.
She's just spitting sunflower seeds just stuck to my
seeds
window.
on the side of the car now?
I think so.
All right, just clean off when we drop it off the rental.
They've seen this. They'll just charge you. Let me know. Venmo me.
No, I'm not Venmo requesting you. Sir, there's a seed problem on your rental car. It's everywhere. Oh, well.
Just Venmo request me the $20 it's going to cost and all of a sudden.
No. Don't act like a some.
Say he was gonna say the N-word. Say it.
What? No. Say something.
We know
what you were gonna do.
He said it before we started the podcast. I swear.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's recreationally. That's not recorded. I think we all know that, you know.
It's true. He said it actually in an Asian accent. It was fucked up. He's like, "Oh, you niggas want to do a podcast?
Stop it!
You niggas want to do a podcast?" Like, Jeremiah, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Stop it!
There was actually a recording of him saying it earlier.
That's like my Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, I like making Jeremiah uncomfortable. It's the best.
So, tell us about the first time you fucked.
Wow.
Has anyone ever heard about that?
Well, I don't think so because
I'm a virgin.
He's married. That's the best.
we're still waiting for the right moment to really seal and consummate the marriage from the last 2 years. So I usually don't tell sex stories because when other people, like, I actually have a segment which I do on this show called Sax Talk, which Lewis has done, where I play saxophone along while somebody tells a story of a sexual encounter, right? I usually don't share sex stories about my wife because
she's not real.
I've only had sex with her. So, like, other guys, like, if Lewis chose a sex story from the past, I'm not going to know who it is. But it's way more like
disrespectful to your wife.
Yeah. So you lost your virginity to your wife for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, that's some very white shit.
That's some fucking carton of milk, fucking
missing boy,
fucking white out motherfucking shit, doggy. You're white.
Yeah, doggy.
Who does that?
You see those clouds?
Do you know when black people start fucking at like 6?
12, and they do it in a gangbang with their uncle.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. Hispanic kids.
So many people I know from the hood lost their virginities with like relatives in a gangbang.
Is that true?
Not like fucking the relatives, but like all of them fucking one chick.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like, some chick will be a whore, and then all the kids fuck
and he's
her.
like, hey, get in on this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Different upbringing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I usually don't, because it's like, with mine, it's not like a mystery. It's like, it's obvious. It's like, oh, it's about my wife. Like it's only one person, you know? So I'm like,
It's also the story was probably pretty boring. So yeah, you know, I put it in and then it's kind of like.
We cried and then loved and then here we are. Then we got a puppy.
I pumped for a good minute and a half and she looked like she wasn't really enjoying herself. And
this is Lewis is doing my internal monologue right now. The things that I can't say on the podcast. No, Lewis, keep going. Here, I'm sending you my thoughts telepathically right now.
Yeah, it's not good. Whatever goes on in that bedroom. But that's not true. Jeremiah's got rhythm. He's a musician. That's why you're not the whitest guy ever. The only reason you're not the whitest guy ever is because you play music.
Yeah.
And that's not a very white quality.
That's true. You can hear a beat.
Yeah.
It's true.
But he plays a lot without a drummer, so we don't know if he's in beat or not.
What do you mean?
Just fucking hear him going doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Salt your music. Oh,
And,
shit.
you know, I'm just saying we don't actually know if that, you know.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It sounds pretty good by itself.
You should beat his ass. You should punch him during the slap box.
Just fucking drills me right in
just
the
out
nose.
of nowhere. Just like, it's like, we said open hand. Nyack, passing by Nyack right now.
This is where I grew up. I worked at that mall right there.
Did you really?
Palisade
Where'd you
Center
work?
Mall,
in
Hot
the mall?
Topic.
You worked at Hot Topic?
I worked at Hot Topic.
Have you talked about that on stage?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I talked about how I learned that this is true. The security guards in the mall can't touch you if you're stealing. Because I worked there for a couple days, and during the training, they were like, "All right, if you see somebody stealing, you can't like touch them." And then I was, you know, I don't want to do the actual bit in my act, but I was like, then either security, they would get called security. Security can't touch me. The security has to call the cops, and the cops have to come to the mall. So then I just I quit that job and started stealing from the mall regularly because I knew security couldn't touch me. So I would just brazenly like take things and be like, "What are you gonna do?" Like make eye contact with them and fucking do that shit to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stolen, Jeremiah?
Only like a candy bar when I was a kid.
You should steal now.
Why?
What candy
Like
bar
you
did
should
you
just
steal?
challenge yourself to do
Fucking Milky
petty
Way,
theft.
just the whitest candy bar ever.
No, I think I stole a Butterfinger.
You could so easily steal from everywhere. No one would ever look at you.
Squad goals.
Couldn't he steal from anywhere?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I can steal from anywhere. I'll
Not
still steal
really.
to this day.
You literally look like the a living caricature of a police sketch drawing right now, Lewis. What are you talking about?
I steal regularly. If the line is too long at the grocery store, I will just walk out with the items.
Yeah.
I will not wait on that line. That
I
is
did it
fucking
at
crazy.
CVS. I was waiting for Rite Aid. I was waiting for allergy medicine in line for like 15 minutes at Rite Aid in Harlem.
Yeah.
And yeah, find the video. I was waiting there, and the bitch was fucking like FaceTiming her boyfriend behind the register. So I just fucking took the
Give me the
allergy
excuse
pill.
to not pay,
I
bitch.
opened the allergy pill and I took it and swallowed it, and then walked out.
Well, no, that's not even stealing. That's just that. I've talked about this plenty of times. Anytime I'm in a store, I will just drink a drink or eat something, even if I'm not thirsty or hungry. I will take that into my body. And that's
Even
that.
if I'm not thirsty or hungry is the worst part of that.
Yeah, that's just gluttony at its finest.
I don't give a shit, dude. Or like you ever like go up like at 7-Eleven and like you go up with everything and then whatever drink, you open your drink and you just hold it in your arm and pretend you're not paying attention, like look at your phone. And if they don't ask me for that drink, I'm not paying for that drink. So if they don't say, hey, did you get that here? And most of the time they don't, or at least 60-70% of the time they don't. So you think about the amount of money that I save. Literally every time I go to a store, I do this. Every single time. So the amount of money that I'm saving on juices and sodas is fucking crazy.
And this concludes the kindness challenge.
I gave them some advice. That was kindness to your fans.
Well,
you can
Hey.
also go to Start. We do a segment on the Real podcast called Scam That Jew. And it's not anti-Semitic. It's scam that, Jew. You're the Jew you're the Jew scamming. Okay, you're the scammy Jew.
Sure.
So the idea is we give them the fans like easy to pull off scams that they can't really get in trouble for. So I'll give you a couple. Like you can just go to any Starbucks and the mobile area to pick up. You can just go up and grab any drink. Like nobody ever asks you like, hey, are you Mike? Like nobody cares. They just keep it going. So if you're not really picky about your Starbucks drink in the morning, you can literally just
That's
go up
the
and
slimiest sound. If you don't really care, like, what are you going to be putting in your body or whatever? Yeah, you can get a free something, okay?
I'll give you another one. So, all right, you go to like Target, right? And let's say you want to get nice bed sheets, right? Bed sheets are pretty expensive, right? Buy the same color, the most expensive bed sheets and the least expensive bed sheets. Then what you do is you go home or to the parking lot, doesn't even matter, and you put the inexpensive bed sheets back into the packaging for the expensive bed sheets and return the expensive bed sheet packaging with the shitty bed sheets in them, and you end up getting like $120 sheets for like $30.
That's actually not bad.
It's a fucking solid scam right there, baby boy.
Sometimes, I mean, Joel ends up returning. This is my favorite. Joel Jimenez once did this thing where obviously we have to buy a lot of costumes for Kill Tony, and sometimes he'll go back and return stuff, and he returned something to the Party City. They're like, "Oh, what's wrong with it?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't need it anymore. We already did the show."
Yeah.
So like, and they're like, okay, like they just took it back. They didn't know what to say.
Yeah, they can't. You can literally go. I've done this for auditions. I would buy outfits for auditions and then return them right afterwards.
I would love to see you in an audition room. By the way,
it's terrible. It's exactly what you think it is. I
Can
remember
we-
one time I walked out of an audition and Omar was there from Legion of Skanks, or one of our old producers, and I did the thing that you're not supposed to do at the end of an audition, like the hack joke that everyone makes, and he like made fun of me for it. So everyone's in the lobby. I just came out. I was like, "Hey guys, you can all go home." Nailed it. And literally everybody rolled their eyes at me as I left.
Yeah.
I am a terrible auditioner.
I will do the opposite. Where I come out of there, I'm like, "Oh, guys, I bombed."
Yeah.
I heard I was at an audition the other day, and I was the guy that came out of the room. I heard him bombing in the room. I hate hearing someone bomb. You know, when you can hear the auditions, that's the worst. And I heard him bombing, and then as he opened the door and the lady was walking him out, he goes, "All right, so I won't be expecting a call from you."
Oh my goodness, he just said it.
That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really.
What was the most recent thing you auditioned for, Lewis?
They keep on sending me in for like dumb fucking TV show guest star roles stuff. And
Yeah.
I literally told my agent, "Stop. Like, what are you doing? I can't get onto a fucking network TV show because if I do, even if I nail the audition and get the part, it's just gonna turn into fucking, people tweeting at them that I say crazy shit on podcasts. So it's like I don't have any interest in acting anyway. So it's like, why even go down that path and try to get me on an ABC show or some shit like that?
Dude,
You can act still, but it has to be like, you have to figure out like, because Big J just did Hustlers and like, there's like, I have, done various things, but yeah, no.
I would love to see you like on an ABC or like a Fox show or something. Like you get past the gatekeepers and you make it to air. Oh, it'd be so great.
It'd be hilarious.
It'd be so that should be a goal.
I'm a terrible actor and I have no interest in doing any. I have a lot of respect for people who do act, but I've gone to acting classes. I know what it takes to actually be good, and it makes me cringe inside thinking about going through that process and learning the technique and like stand up. When I did stand up or podcasting, right? The first time I did it, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking incredible. It's what I want to do with my life. The first time I went on an acting audition, I was like, I want to kill myself right now.
What was the feedback you'd get from an acting teacher? Like when you go to classes?
I was good in classes. I'm bad in auditions.
Oh, it is a very different thing.
It's when I'm being sort of judged. Like I was very good at like, I was better than most stand-up comics when I was going to I was in a pretty good acting class at one point. I felt like pretty good about it.
Yeah.
And as soon as there was any sort of pressure, as soon as there was like really, even Kim, she sees me, she's helped me run lines, and it's like I freeze up and I get really stiff, and I'm like, I seem angry. I'll be playing like a character that's supposed to be like happy. They're at the fucking amusement park, and I'm just like,
listen, I love you. I'm your father.
I'm having the best day of my life.
Someday, son, all of this is gonna be yours.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Kim, how you doing over there? You got a little quiet.
Good.
She's trying to bite her tongue. She's like, he's a terrible actor.
It's bad.
All right, let's
it's
act right
bad.
now. Do we have a script? Come on, Kim. You want to fucking act? I can out-act you any fucking day
Should
of the
we
week.
pull up a script?
Pull up a script right now.
All right,
Do
which one?
a two-person script right now. Let's see. Yes, Shannon, shows Wednesday and Friday. Yes, shows Wednesday and
But from where?
just look up
You find when you tell me.
No. Pull up Casablanca. It's
you know the most fucking famous.
I want to do what I know.
No, it's better. We're what do they call it? Blind reading, cold reading.
Script. Do you read ahead?
Just a scene.
I'm not
just
a
a
good
two-person
actor.
scene. Hold on, let me see.
I never claimed to be a good actor.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Your Credit Karma commercial.
That's different. Commercials are different than acting.
Two-person acting.
I agree with that. I
scenes.
honestly think that anybody can do a commercial. I really do. Because it's such short direction. There's hardly any motivation or anything. And you're not really there's not character development or anything.
Well, commercials are all the same, like hacky, like do this. And then we love this. It's like all that, like this product. I love that product.
This is the best I've ever felt. Zantac 75.
All right, this is Back to Life. It's the 1950s. Pamela and Mitchell
Send
meet
it to me.
at an outdoor train station cafe for a final goodbye. Drama, 2 actors, 1 woman, 1 man. It's 1950s. Pamela and Mitchell meet at an outdoor train station. No, you have to find this, Kim. Just look up.
I just have to find the thing that you found.
I hate you so much.
Why can't you just copy the link and text it to me?
Because I'm trying to go over my lines really quick.
I mean, that'd be too easy. All right, I can't copy and what are you talking about? Copy and paste a link and then text it? Are you insane? You know what? Have Jeremiah do it while he's driving.
It's on. All right, I texted it to you. Are you happy?
Yeah, don't read ahead. I hear you reading ahead.
Welcome to Jeremiah's acting class with Louis J. Gomez and Kimberly Congdon. We meet our 2 actors right now, right here. One claims to be better than the others, but we will see who is the better actor after this cold reading.
I'm Mitchell. You're Pamela, obviously.
Obviously, Kim is inexperienced with the male and female role names, but we will begin right now.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
It's a hot one today. Want some water or something?
I'm fine.
You want to sit somewhere inside? I'd like to order a beer.
It's so bad.
Keep going. This is great. Keep going.
I hate it. That's rude.
Tran will be here soon.
Soon.
Yeah. Want some water or something?
That's not what I want.
Okay, waiter, let me get a beer, any kind. Just a cold one, please.
Since when do they serve warm beer?
Well, that's true, I guess. Some beers are...
I need to see eyes, Louis. You're buried in your script. I can't even see your facial expressions, Louis. Look up when you're acting.
This is so bad. No, I don't want to do it anymore. I hate you. I hate this.
Let's go to Costco.
What? Oh, that is Costco. Yeah, see, I'm a bad actor, guys.
Oh, so you're done?
I'm done, yeah.
See, that was bad, right?
Well, just by default, Kimberly wins.
I mean, mine was fucking phenomenal.
I believed you were waiting for a train, Kimberly. Now, that man in the back, I don't know what he was doing, but his face was buried down. Nobody talks like that. Nobody looks down the entire time they speak.
That man was not waiting for a train.
What was he waiting for? He was waiting for his next nut. That's all he was waiting for. He disgusts me. He's barely an actor.
Go
It
jerk
came
off in
on
a
the
bathroom.
toilet.
Go crouch down and come in a toilet bowl. That's the likes of you. That's all that I know.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeremiah.
Oh, Louis. We've been going for a while now. We can probably
We could probably wrap it up.
wrap it up.
How far are we from home?
23 minutes.
23 minutes from
Well,
Queens.
maybe we'll go a little bit longer, but do you guys want to do any plugs before we end this thing? We'll keep going a little bit after the plugs, but
Sure. Yeah, check out all my podcasts. Realize Podcast, Legion of Skanks, Believe You Me, all available on the Gas Digital Network. And Skankfest South is happening in Houston. The pre-sale sold out in a little less than 2 days.
Yeah.
That is roughly 50% of the tickets for the entire festival. Pre-sale before we announce a single comic sold out. We are doing the general sale, single day passes and everything December 9th, announcing a lot of the lineups. Fans of this show may be happy about some happenings at Skankfest South. Who knows? Who knows?
It sounds intriguing, Lewis.
Who knows what could happen?
Yeah.
But skankfest.net is the website. Grab your tickets and make sure you're in Houston March 27th or 29th because it's going to be the best time ever. You know what's up, Jeremiah. You've done Skankfest at this point.
I can't attest to how special that festival is enough. Yeah. And I've literally done probably 90% of the comedy festivals in the country and around. Like I've done almost every single one with either the jam, roast battle, stand up on the spot, or with my individual stand up. So you have to be there.
If you guys
it's happening.
If you have any idea, it's 3 full days. It's a party, just nonstop. It's one venue. We're taking over the Secret Group in Houston, but it's going to be pretty incredible. So make sure you guys grab your tickets. Don't fuck around because the lineups and some of the special guests that are coming out that we can't be announced right now, bigger than we've ever had at Skankfest. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be awesome. Kim, you want to plug anything real quick?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon, and check out my podcast, Broad Topics, on the Gas Digital Network.
Yeah.
You can get a 14 free day trial if you use promo code TOPIX, TOPIX.
Nice. If you're not already doing so, guys, follow me on social media at Jeremiah Stand Up. I'm going to be touring in a lot of different places coming up. Kansas City, St. Louis, and also Chicago coming up. I'll be headlining there, as well as Huntington Beach and San Diego. So check out jeremiahwatkins.com for tour dates. And I want to close the show by maybe asking, I usually do this. I usually play my mini sax along in the car. I can't do that, obviously, because I'm driving. Kim, would you feel comfortable sharing a story of a sexual encounter, and in post, I'm gonna add, in post, I'm gonna play, I'm gonna play some saxophone.
No.
To add to it.
Well, listening to her story of a sexual encounter.
Why not?
Psychotic.
Why not?
Because
if you weren't here, she'd be saying it anyway. So why?
I have to listen to it. I want to hear about her sexual encounters.
Put in some earbuds, bro.
No. No.
All right. Yes. She's gonna give a good one, and then I'll leave just some spaces here and there for sax. So just like pause here and there. You can't do that the whole time, dude.
I'll talk about the first time I gave a blowjob.
No.
It's the first blowjob. That's the most innocent one.
No, it's not. It's
yes,
the fucking.
Come on, it's a quick one, Lewis.
No, it probably wasn't a quick one because it's your first toothy blowjob.
Actually, it wasn't toothy, and the reason it was because it was this guy. I was 15 years old.
We are gonna begin Sax Talk, and Lewis is gonna behave right here, right now. This is Sax Talk with Kim Congdon. Oh, Sax Talk.
So
I'll do sound effects.
So I was 15.
No, you do the sax effects.
Silent.
You do the sax effects.
Stay silent just for 2 minutes, Lewis.
So I was 15 years old, and I was dating this guy, and he was kind of bad. And I know that he had hooked up with a girl already.
No, that's what I'm doing in post. You shut up, Lewis. Shut up.
So, yeah, I wanted to give him a blowjob, but I was scared he had herpes because he had hooked up with one other girl before me. And that's just what I thought. I was like, anyone that's ever hooked up with anyone has herpes, which is kind of true. And then I gave him a head with a condom on. For the first blowjob I ever gave, it was with a condom.
Did he complete?
I think so.
He pretended to.
Wow. Or he pretended to.
He was 15. He probably can't.
Yeah, but that couldn't have been enjoyable for you at all. The taste of rubber in your mouth.
It was awful.
I mean, did that scar you for a while?
No.
Best response. No. It was more just like a day thing that was like inconvenient. No, it was inconvenient for me. It was really inconvenient. So, no,
Now she just has a strange addiction to eating rubber gloves.
Yeah, I just.
I get horny every time I smell latex.
Oh, yeah, doctor. Those gloves are nice.
Is that a good one?
Yeah, it was all right.
That wasn't a great
quick.
story. There was.
It was real quick. It was more like an anecdote, but I think that you probably would have told it differently if you would have heard the sax. Like you would have like spaced it out
No, you know
differently.
what you do, dude? Change this one to anecdotes. And you do the sax when it's over an anecdote. It's not a sax talk. It's just an anecdote.
Sax anecdote.
This is an anecdote.
I'm going to cross through the talk and put anecdote.
Anecdote.
Anecdote. It's called an anecdote, but
Anecdotes, though. But you get like notes, like saxophone notes.
sax.
Oh, this
Music
fucking
notes.
sucks.
No, it's sax. Sax talk.
Sax talk.
Sucks talk.
Sucks talk. All right. All right, guys. This has been the Jeremiah Wonders Roadcast with Louis J. Gomez and Kim Congdon. I'll see you guys soon, and I'm happy to be on the East Coast with you guys. Love ya.
Bye.
Louis.
Bye.
Louis.
Bye.
Jeremiah Wonders, Jeremiah Wonders, Jeremiah Wonders.